Hello, welcome to a Record Sport Facebook Live special. My name is Daniel Cott and I am a bit jealous to be joined by Ryan McDonald all the way from Lisbon. Ryan, how's it going?
Not bad. Well, if listeners were tuned in to Monday's podcast, they'll have heard that I promised you a minute on Monday. So here I am, truth of my word.
The thing is, I am kind of jealous of your palatial surroundings, but in truth, it's not been the smoothest of journeys over, has it?
No, well, it's been okay. I mean, it was an early rise. The flight from Glasgow this morning was at 6:30. We flew into Faro and then we had to wait a couple of hours. Time to get through passport control, I had to wait an hour or two to catch a bus from Faro to Lisbon, and here we are now in this beautiful hotel. So it's I've had worse days to be honest, but I'm glad to be here now. I must say, I did try to stream live from the rooftop pool area, Dan, but the music was too loud, so I decided to relocate. I'll
It's a
maybe
tough
dip my toes
life.
in after this.
It's a tough life, isn't it? A few things Celtic-wise we need to talk about. I think the first one, transfer-wise, Celtic have been pretty quiet the last few days, but the one name that appears to be close to a move to Celtic is Shin Yamada, the
Yeah,
Japanese striker.
yeah,
Kawasaki Frontale forward. He's scored 2 goals in 21 games in the J League so far this season, which obviously isn't great, but he did score 19 in 38 last season. So it's difficult to know, if he's going to be a Kyogo or not quite as good as Kyogo.
yeah. I mean, Celtic have had more hits than misses from the Japanese market, so you've got to think they've done their homework here. £1.5 million might not seem a lot of paper. Fans might be crying out for a marquee signing, but you need to remember that's what Dyson Maeda cost. And look at him; he's
Yeah, true.
worth how much now? He's priceless to Celtic. So yeah, his goal return might not look too good this season, but as I say, Celtic will be confident that he could be the next Kyogo, if you like, to lead the line. I know that he has similar traits to Kyogo in terms of his movement, which Celtic have been crying out for. In the wake of obviously Kyogo's departure in January, they've obviously got a physical presence up there with Adam Ida. Callum Osmond, from the early glimpses we've seen of him, looks sharp. He looks electric up front.
hmm
And obviously you've got Dyson Maeda, who just causes kind of mayhem wherever he plays. He's an all-rounder. So yeah, that's another kind of option for Celtic, if they get it over the line. And yeah, we've just got to see what comes of it, and what he's made of. Remains to be seen if he'll be over here in Portugal, or he might have to wait until Lake Como or even Newcastle game. So we'll wait and see.
hmm and for anyone watching, I know YouTube clips and compilations can be so misleading, but looking at it, he looks like a specialist in the air. He seems to
Mhm.
score a lot of headers. Even if Shin Yamada does arrive this month, I don't anticipate he is going to be the kind of marquee big name signing that Brendan Rodgers wants. I still think that's on the agenda for Rodgers.
Yeah, we kind of touched upon that on Monday's podcast, didn't we, Dan? I think
hmm
that if Celtic are going to spend big, it's going to be relying on whether they qualify for the Champions League or not. I know there's a 17.2 million, whatever it is, coming in from Kuhn. Kuhn's moved to Como. But yeah, I think Celtic will. I think they'll gradually improve the squad. I think they definitely need 2 wingers in. That's a must. Certainly before the Champions League qualifiers. I know they've missed out on Janssen, but uh, mind his name,
Balikwisha,
Bashaniki, Balikwisha. He's
easy for you to
I
say.
I know it's jet lag. Yeah, I know there's talk that he could be close to joining. So Celtic really need to improve in the wide areas. I think that'll be a priority. But yeah, it's hard. You can't judge the new signings until they come in. So I suppose that'll be the case
No,
over
I,
the
I
next couple of weeks.
definitely have the feeling that Celtic will still, between now and the end of the summer, I'm going to stick my neck out. I think they'll spend at least another 25 million,
Yeah,
upwards of
I mean,
20
but
million.
it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. I mean, that's roughly what they spent around about. I think it's 30 million last summer.
Aye.
So that is in that ballpark. And as I say, if they get the Champions League money, then there's no reason why they shouldn't be spending that type of money.
Since we spoke on Monday's Record Celtic podcast, Celtic have obviously played Cork City, 2-1 victory. I wanted to get your take on Hayato Inamura,
hmm
who, I mean, I didn't expect him to be playing. I don't think anyone really did, but he was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think we've just witnessed a future Ballon d'Or winner based on his first 45 minutes. No, he was really good. I think I mean, he definitely surprised the fans watching. He surprised Brendan Rodgers, who admitted after the game that he wasn't expecting him to play so well. I know he's caught the eye in training. He's tall. He might not be the most physical presence, but his first touch, his passing range. I think those are key traits which fits Brendan Rodgers' style of play. Um, he even whipped in a couple of decent balls into the
Hmm.
box as well. Can I get an assist? So he was unlucky not to get that. But it was in terms of first 45-minute showings, he can really pride himself, and I'm looking forward to seeing him here in Portugal.
What's your gut feeling in terms of Celtic obviously need a left back to back up Kieran Tierney in the forthcoming season? Thought it was interesting that Inamura started at left back the other night.
Mhm.
Do you think he could be the answer, or would you anticipate Celtic still trying to bring another left back in?
I mean, it depends on where Brendan Rodgers or Celtic, because based on Brendan Rodgers' comments the other week, he didn't initially see Inamura as a first and part of his first team plans at all. So it
Hmm.
depends where he sees him. He's obviously played him at left back against Cork on Tuesday, whether that was a necessity or whether he just he's caught the eye in training, as I said, and he wanted to test him. I don't know, but he certainly passed that test with flying colours. I think there is again. I like Mitchell Frame, the young boy come through the academy. I've heard good things about him. I know he's highly rated within the Lennoxtown and
Hmm.
the coaching staff. So there might be an opportunity for him as well. Kieran Tierney's obviously back. He's going to be first choice. I'll be getting him up to speed. Fingers crossed he can avoid any injuries and really get his season up and running quickly and get back into the swing of things. So, it's a curious one with Inamura because, as I say, he's caught everyone by surprise and he might just be the surprise package this season.
Aye, fingers crossed. Obviously, we mentioned Mitchell Frame there a moment ago. There's a lot of youngsters were on show against Cork City, and I imagine they'll get plenty of game time out in Portugal as well. What is the kind of itinerary over the next few days?
Yeah, so tomorrow we are heading across to Celtic's training ground. So we'll be hopefully speaking to the manager and maybe even a player as well. So we'll get that, and then on Saturday we have got the game at 11 o'clock. Estrela Amadora. They are obviously a Portuguese top flight side, so it's Celtic are just kind of improving. So it's another step up for Celtic.
Hmm.
Another test, pre-season test. So it'll be interesting to see how they go on there. Obviously, it's behind closed doors. And then I'm sure there'll be more in the itinerary as the week progresses. And we are heading back to the Algarve on Monday. And we've got obviously the game on Wednesday against Sporting Lisbon. I think there's going to be a decent crowd there as well. So an exciting week ahead and hopefully a couple of new faces in the door as well.
And this is like a geeky question that I'd want to know if I was a fan. The behind closed doors game, do you get to go in and watch it?
Yep, that's the plan. That's why we're out here. If not, then I'm sure our bosses at Reach won't be too happy. So yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna be in there and we'll bring you all the match reaction on Record Sport Online.
And of course, a familiar face was at Celtic training today, Jota. And see, when I
Yes.
saw him on Celtic social media channels, it's so easy to forget how influential a player he is. And like, this is the worst cliche of all time, but when he comes back, it really will be like a new signing.
Yeah, I know. For the fourth time maybe let a new sign because this is
Aye.
he's come back. He won loan. He's come back. He came back again, and now he's injured and he'll be back again in 2026. Yeah, it's a tragedy that he's obviously been ruled out for such a long period of time. It was a real buzz when he arrived, and I think he's a player that Celtic have been crying out for in the wide areas. So it's such a shame that he's going out for such an extended period of time. I think he's been doing his rehab back here in Portugal. He's obviously come through the Benfica Academy as well. So I'm sure he'll be in and around the training camp this week. And I know he paid a visit today. So it'd be great to have a chat with him and see how he's getting on.
Aye, it'd be brilliant. The sooner he's back in the hoops, the better. Well, before I let you go, Ryan, what's your movements tonight? How's the weather? I mean, who's it I need to speak to here at the Daily Record to get involved in one of these trips?
Oh, I don't know. It's taken me a few years to get here. So no, I tonight probably get some dinner, maybe get a pint as well. I believe it or not, it's meant to be drizzly rain tomorrow for a period. So
My heart bleeds
hopefully,
for you.
hopefully the forecast changes. I know it's meant to be scorching in Glasgow this weekend, so it may actually be warmer there than it is here. But at the same time, I know I'd rather be in it's Portugal.
And again, this is like a geeky sort of journalist question again. Do you enjoy going on these trips? Is it something that like a journalist will look forward to and be like, oh, I'm buzzing for that?
Absolutely, a week in Portugal. Yeah, definitely. That's what you work for. So yeah, yeah, it should be a good week, and hopefully we'll have plenty of material from the manager and the players, and possibly even Jota. But I'm looking forward to the two games. As I say, Celtic stepping up again. The opposition's getting tougher and tougher, and yeah, it'll be a good test. And hopefully, as I said to you, I really hope to see more of the young boys as well. I know the international crew are back now, but Kobe Donovan, he was excellent. He scored a moment to remember. I know it was only a friendly, but it caused a pitch invasion, didn't it? So I hope to see more of him. Mitchell Frame, I really like Mitchell Frame at left back. Obviously, you've got Sean McCardle, Dane Murray. There's a lot of young talent bubbling beneath the surface there, and yeah, hopefully we get to see them more in pre-season. And yeah, obviously the big guns will be rolled out this weekend as well.
I said to you in the most recent Record Celtic podcast that the one that I really like the look of is Kel Ure. Am I saying his last name right? Ure?
Yes.
He looks to me like a Callum McGregor regen. The way he moves, the way he takes the ball. I'm pretty excited about him as well. It'd be great to see him on show against Lisbon.
Yeah, he was obviously crowned Academy Player of the Year last season. So yeah, he's only 19 years old. I think he's captain the B team as well. He plays in centre mid. So he's a really exciting prospect, and yeah, I agree with you, Dan. He's not actually. I don't think he's made any first team squads yet, let alone his debut. But I think this could be the year for him. He was rewarded with a new contract in January. I think he extended it to 2027. So he's another one that the Celtic and their coaching staff rate highly, and hopefully we get to see more of him over the coming days.
Well, I think I'll let you get back to your very tough assignment, Ryan. I should say for anyone watching, we'll be back with the next instalment of the Record Celtic podcast on Monday, when I'm hoping Ryan will be free from his jollies to perhaps join us.
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to it then.
Brilliant. Look, have a great trip, and I hope it's not too sunny for you.
Brilliant. Thanks very much. I'm sure I'm on my way to get a pint now.
Cheers, Ryan, and thanks for everyone watching. Cheers.
Cheers.